Hey peeps, the other day I did a video on how we went with the triathlon and talked a little bit about some of the difficulties that I faced with the naysayers and all that. And I had a couple comments from people about it, and their belief was they could never do that or achieve anything even remotely close to that. And it got me to thinking about it, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about it. So what it comes down to is difficult versus easy. Let me give you a little bit of my story. Most of you have heard it, at least bits and parts of it. Back, say 15 or so years ago, well, it was actually 2003, I turned 40. And I thought life was easy. I had 6 kids, a wife, great job. But I spent my nights and weekends lounging on the couch, like 40 or 50 hours a week in front of a TV because I needed to, in quotes, relax. And it was easy, in quotes again. But was it? So when I think back about it, at the time I weighed about 400 pounds, probably more, could hardly move, was exhausted, tired, stressed, and hated myself. I had gone to a physical, my first post-40 physical, and the results were not good. I was headed towards type 2 diabetes, headed towards high blood pressure, a few other health problems. I was looking at medications, needles, you name it. And how did that happen? Well, it was because I had chosen easy. It was easy to sit on the couch every night, or on Sundays when football was on for 15 hours, pre-game all the way through to the end of the last game. Every single Sunday I ate a 3-pound bag of M&Ms. That's not an exaggeration, and that's on top of all the other crap I was eating. I drank 2 to 3 2-liter bottles of soda. This was every single weekend. It was easy for me to say I'm too tired, too stressed, to insert whatever excuse you wanted to come up with to do anything about it. What was difficult for me was saying I have to choose to eat healthy foods in the right amounts. What was difficult was saying instead of sitting on the couch for 15 hours every Sunday, I was going to devote 1 to 2 of those hours to going to the gym. And not just on Sundays, but during the week as well. It was difficult for me to say, I'm not going to make those excuses anymore. I'm going to get my ass up and do something about it. And when I reflect back on it, I realized that easy, or taking the easy route, was making me miserable, truly miserable. Fast forward a couple of years. Around about 2005, 2006, I had dropped 120 pounds, decreased my body fat by 25% or more. I could lift a Volkswagen, literally we did that, a couple friends of mine, and I had started competitive rowing. Oh yeah, I felt great. I had energy to do things with my kids, something I couldn't do before. I didn't have to worry about taking pills to combat high blood pressure or shooting myself with shots of insulin. And believe me, I was well on the way to having to do that. And a funny thing happened along the way with that. My easy became my difficult. Conversely, my difficult became my easy. Over time, what I thought was impossible, difficult, found every excuse not to do, became my everyday norm. Fast forward another 10 years to the present day. Now I find it very easy to eat healthy foods. I find it very easy to work out, do things I never dreamed of doing. For example, the triathlon this past weekend. And I'm loving life. I enjoy it to the fullest. I have a career I love. And I just enjoy life. What do I find difficult now? Sitting on the couch watching TV for hours. I hate it. I can't do it. Do I have my moments when I do it? Sure. But it's not 40 hours a week. It may be 4 in all the entire week. Eating crap foods? Yeah, I have my occasional splurge. We all should. But do I eat them to the point I feel nauseous, bloated, downright disgusting afterward? No. I can't even fathom doing that anymore. What's my point? It's really this. Easy doesn't give you a sense of accomplishment. Difficult does. And when you overcome that difficult, it becomes addicting. And it just becomes a snowball rolling down the hill. And when you achieve the difficult, you'll find that it really wasn't that difficult at all. And in my case, and I would bet for most of you, as you progress through it and get those little wins going, you'll find that what was your difficult will become your easy. Take a moment, think about it, figure out what's your difficult, And then instead of finding a reason to avoid it, charge headlong at it, whatever it might be. If your difficult is not having enough time to cook in the evenings, you get home, you're tired, and so on and so forth, meal prep on the weekends. That's what we do. We talk about it all the time. Our meals at night, we just go into the fridge, pull something out, throw it in the nuker, done. If you're difficult, I can't lift weights. Stop grabbing 10 pounds. Grab 20, grab 30, grab 40. Yeah, you can do it. In fact, when I've challenged most of you to do it, you've overcome it and then some. I remember a couple of people said, I can't lift up 65 pounds on a deadlift, and they were doing well over 200. You can achieve it if you really, really want it. Let's say your difficulty is getting up in the morning because you're tired. You're not getting enough sleep. Well, hello, turn off the goddamn TV, put down the phone, and go to bed. We really need to be getting 7.5 hours of sleep. The world is not going to end if you don't watch a cat video or whatever it is you're doing. Facebook, whomever. Just get rid of it at night. Set the phone down and go to bed. If your difficulty is just simply staying on track with your eating, your workouts, whatever it is in life, stop and take a moment and reflect on it. This is one that was a big one for me. Think about what's going to make you happier a year from now. Is it having that plate of nachos? Is that going to really make you happier a year from now? Is sitting on the couch binge watching whatever show, Game of Thrones, I love that show, going to make you happier? Or is getting up off the couch, doing something about it, shedding a few pounds, being able to go do whatever it is you want with your kids and so on and so forth, is that going to make you happier? I'd venture to bet for most of you, you get a lot more satisfaction out of that than any plate of nachos you're going to eat. Bottom line is this, folks, is that if you always choose the easy way out, you're not going to get far in life. That's the facts. You'll stagnate. You'll feel miserable. I know. I've been there. I lived it. And if you want something to be difficult, trust me, my friends, it will be difficult. It's really about your mindset. And conversely, it goes the other way. If you want it to be easy, it will become easy. Is it easy right away? No, it's not. It took me 2 years to really kind of change that mindset. I got the weight off in about 15 months, but it's still keeping it going. Once you reach your number, it's keeping going with it all. Again, if you choose to take on the difficult, dare to dream, take on and do the impossible, no matter how hard it is, you're gonna feel better. Better than you could ever have imagined. More importantly, while doing it, you're going to get a sense of accomplishment. The little wins along the way will make you feel better about yourself. It'll keep you motivated, keep you moving forward. And that, my friends, is really what it's about. Finding something, whatever that challenge might be. Let's say it is a triathlon. During the training, being able to run the full 5K, being able to bike 12 miles without being utterly exhausted, being able to increase the speed, doesn't matter. Those little steps along the way keep you motivated, keep you moving, and so on and so forth. So here's what I'm going to throw out to you guys. What is your difficult? And what are you going to do about it? Put some comments below. Let's hear about them. And, this way we can help you. As coaches, we want to be here for you. We want to help you, but we can't help you if we don't know what it is you need. So take a few moments, think about what your true difficult is and how you want to change it, how you want to make it so that it's not your difficult and potentially becomes your big easy. We'd love to hear them, and that's what we're here for, to help you reach them.